Dear me from another time. How are you? Sorry, I started with small talk. It sounds like I'm mocking you by asking that since I already know how you are. I remember very well. I was told I should try to write a letter to you because it seems like you need some cuddles. Someone who sees your suffering and talks about it instead of just brushing things off. I know now they weren't doing it on purpose. They just didn't know how to deal with everything you were going through. In fact, they tried to do their best for your interest, but they also got lost in the middle of trying. But now I see you. I see you feeling alone. I see you seeing this world as too big and you feeling so small. I see you playing alone because you had to start over again and again, changing countries, changing cities, having to adapt each time to a different situation. I see you speaking to that tree because only adults were present where you were and they weren't seeing the world like you did. I see you suffering in silence when they told you couldn't bother mom while she was working, even though she was in front of you. And you just needed to feel love. You just needed to know for sure that they were there. It's not your fault. I believe you already knew that, right? You had to understand, since then, that you couldn't always be treated like you were the most important thing. Because there were other responsibilities in life that mom and dad had to take care of. You just didn't know that they were still doing it for you. Nobody told you, but I promise you were the reason. I know this reason got lost in all the chaos. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you had to understand at such a young age that people do not treat each other equally, not always. That there are differences between those who have money and those who don't. Between those who were born in a land and those who just arrived to work. I'm so sorry you had to see mom being treated like she was some sort of servant and that you couldn't see dad more than once a month. I know you feel alone. I still do sometimes. I know you just wanted to be together. I still do sometimes. You just wanted a magical wand to take mom and dad out of that situation and solve all those big issues they were trying to solve. And I still do sometimes. And I know that this letter should be some sort of rescue operation where I just tell you that I'm sending you a hug. But you know what? While writing, I realized that you are actually stronger than me. I realize that in some way, maybe you need my reassurance, but for sure you don't need my advice. And I admire you, because it was your first time on this earth. How did you keep up with everything? You were suffering, but you were always finding things that brought you joy. You were always looking for the small positive things that could give you peace. Maybe this means that you grew up too fast. And maybe this also means that I should grow down when things are getting gray. Because your little eyes are my big eyes now. But we don't look at life in the same way. I would like to say I learned from you how not to fall completely, but sometimes my vision became gray like everything else. And I know that some of the anger I feel is still your anger. And sometimes I think that if I let go of that anger, maybe I will confirm the injustice that you were feeling. Other times I think that since I am the adult, maybe I should teach you that anger still needs to be let go of in order to grow. I admire your strength so much that now I see why mom leaned on you so much and why you had to feel like you had some sort of responsibility in healing her wounds. She didn't want you to grow faster. She probably just saw you as stronger than her, not realizing that it was just your child response to things you understood partially but still not completely. Mom loved you, and I know that because with her big eyes, she still sees your little eyes when she looks in mine. and she feels sorry now for not having been able to guide you through your sorrow. And that's why I'm stepping in. I cannot change things. Those situations belong to the past. But you transcend time. And that's why I still feel you with me. In every tear I have, I see that little girl who wasn't crying enough. In every toy, I see you, who were able to find a game in everything. Even when the sky was grey and dropping rain, you found comfort in making mud pies. And that's what I believe we have to do. I'm not here to give you advice, because I believe that I have to get some inspiration from you in the way that you see the world. But what I am here to do is give you a big hug. And I will try to hug you every time I feel down, because I know that when I'm hurting, there's still a piece of you somewhere that's hurting with me. And you deserve the peace I want to give you. The self-love I'll try to build will be a hug at every step. I know you feel invisible, but I'm here to see you. And you will never be forgotten. I will bring you with me from now on, hand in hand.